Today, I am going to be going over the WEEX crypto exchange and how you guys can trade leveraged futures here on this platform. So if you guys are unfamiliar with WEEX, it's like Coinbase, it's like Bybit, it's like one of those other crypto exchanges. But WEEX has some unique stuff. It has very unique leveraged futures that you can trade up to 400x leverage with. So anyway, so I'll go ahead and go over how you guys can trade futures here. So right now, in order to go ahead and fund your futures account, you need to go ahead and transfer it from your spot account, which is where you're going to usually start with from your funding account. And then I'm just going to go ahead and transfer it. So I've loaded up $15 here just so we can go ahead and demonstrate. So I went ahead and transferred it. So now it's in the futures account. So now as you can see, we have $15 available to trade with here on the futures. So what we have here now, when we're trading with the futures, we can adjust the margin modes. So there's cross margins, there's isolated margin. Cross, you guys can read up here, but basically if all positions share margin, you can reduce liquidation risk, right? So if liquidation occurs, it's going to affect all of your margins and all of your positions. And then you can set it so it's an isolated one. Same thing here. You can set it so it's combined for orders, and then you can set it so it's separate. For now, I'll just keep it on cross combined. So the next component, obviously, and the big one that's very unique to WEEX is the fact that you can go up to 400x and leverage. What does this mean? So I'll go ahead and go to a calculator so I can show you guys. So when you are trading Bitcoin or any sort of coin, right? So let's say a coin goes up 1% and you have $400 worth of the coin. Ordinarily, you would be going up 404. So you go up 1% to $404. That's normal without any type of leverage. When you add in leverage, right? So let's say that coin goes up 1% and you are trading with 10x leverage. So now you're going to go up about 10%. I did that wrong. So you're going to see it's 0.01, right? So 1% times 10, and then you add that. So now this is how much your position is going to increase with 10x leverage, right? So we take that same $400, it went up 1%, but you're up 11% instead of just 1%. Now you times that by 400. So now you've gained $44 instead of gaining just $4 in this scenario by trading with 10 times leverage. Now let's flip the scenarios. Let's say that you go down 10%. Let's go ahead. Let's say you're going down. Let's say it's that same times 0.01 times 10. So now it's 0.1 plus, right? Now it's 1.111. Now let's say that you are down. Let's actually take out the one. Instead of that 0.1%, so now you're going down 10%. Instead of you just losing 1% on it, typically it goes down 1%. You go down 1 times 400. You would usually have your position at 396. Because you're at 10x leverage, you do take on more risk. Instead, with 10x leverage, it's 0.1 times 400 that you would go down. So in this case, you would lose $40 instead of $4 if it goes down just 1% if you have 10x leverage. You take on more risk, but you have a lot more upside. So let's say that's something that's going to go up or something's going to go down. You can express that view or position by using leverage through something like WEEX. So now as we hop into the actual trading dashboard here, you can see the trading charts, the graphs, trades being made, and then you can also go ahead and choose the actual cryptocurrency that you want to go ahead and trade with, right? So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and choose something a little bit more volatile like Solana here. And as you can see, I have $15 in USDT available to trade right now. And if we go to the calculator again and type it in, so 400 times $15, that means I will be actually trading with $6,000 worth of money. So if we go ahead and just do the math here real quickly. So let's just go back to that $400 example again, right? So let's just say $100 and divide that by 400, right? So for every 100%, if you have 400% leverage, for every 0.2, 0.5% percentage moves in the market, your position will be liquidated. And then at 0.125, 50% of your margin will be wiped out. Or if it goes up, obviously the other way around. So let's say with $400, let's just say that the market has moved about 0.1%, right? With 400% leverage, you can expect to be down about 40 cents usually, right? Now with leverage, 0.1% times 400 becomes 40%. If were to move 0.1 percentage point, right? And let's say you were to be leveraged by 400x, right? So 400 times 400 times 0.4, you would see that you would be down $160. So you'd only have $240 left. So if it went up the other way, you would be up $160 to $560. Now, if we go ahead and open up
the trading thing again. So I'm going to go ahead and place a trade. So you can choose between limit and a market order. So in this case, I'm going to choose market so that it chooses the best available price and instantly goes through. So typically, this is what I would do if you're just trading real quickly. If you are actually opening positions, I would do that. So I'm going to see here Solana has been going down. So I'm going to go ahead and open a long position because I think it's going to go up. So as long as I can see 185.57, if it goes below that, then I lose. If it goes above that, then I make money. So we're gonna go ahead and let this one ride out. As you can see, as it's falling below 185.57, that's where I'm in the red. And as you can see, as the candle keeps going into the red, you can see my unrealized profit and loss, $3, $4, and then it's fallen below the threshold of 0.025%. So now my margin has been liquidated, right? So so that's what's gonna if falls too low is you're instantly gonna lose your position and you lose that $15 that you put in. Now, if you are interested in trading here on WeEx, I do have a referral code that I'll go ahead and attach link in the description. You can go ahead and get some bonuses as well as some airdrops just for trading on futures. You can get up to $30,000. So if you use that leverage, you'll be able to get that pretty easily.